Now it's time for us to present our evidence to the Queen. So, hey everybody, it's RPG here, and welcome to another episode of RRPG's Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2. In today's episode, we are going to present the evidence to the Queen to make sure that we can attest for Alice's innocence, and then we are going to finish up the rest of Wonderland in its entirety. Well, not everything in terms of side filler, but in terms of story progression, yeah, we're going to finish up with everything entirely. You know, in terms of the story. But anyway, let's get on with the episode that's already in progress. And the Queen is telling us that we need to choose one box, and one of the boxes has the Heartless as the perpetrator. So, choose the middle one. Yep, there is the Heartless that we were looking for. So, yes, now if you were to choose the wrong box, then one of the boxes would either have the evidence that Donald is guilty, one of them would have Goofy being guilty, the other would have both Donald and Goofy guilty, and the other would have Alice guilty. And, well, for hers, it would be Alice guilty, but the other one would be the Heartless. So, it's a good thing that we chose the one that was the Heartless, or else we were going to be in big trouble there. You know, with this upcoming boss fight that's going to happen right away. And as you can tell, the cards are preventing us to try to rescue Alice, and the Queen is forcing her cards to fight us. Okay, boss fight. Here we have the Queen of Hearts with the Heart card soldiers, the Spade card soldiers, as well as the Crank Tower. And as far as I know, the Queen and the Crank Tower give you experience points after you defeat them. While the card soldiers, they are used to distract you, and if you defeat them in battle, they will just be incapacitated for a short bit until the Queen wakes them up. But if you want some experience, then you're going to have to hit the Queen and the Crank Tower. But the Queen is just, she's not the main target of this boss battle, though. It's the Crank Tower, that is, so you want to be focusing most of your time on the Crank Tower. But if you want to get an extra 100 experience points from the Queen, then there you go. And this one offers 100 experience points too, so... But as I said, Crank Tower is the only one that you have to target to make sure that Alice can get out. Okay, finally, we have defeated that boss. Or that boss fight. And Sora and Goofy leveled up in that battle, and let's see if Alice is there behind the prison cell. No, she is not. Uh-oh. She's gone, so she must have got kidnapped while we were fighting. So, yes, we're going to go through Wonderland to see if we can actually try to find her wherever she has been taken. Okay, so we no longer have to deal with the Queen and her card soldiers anymore. So, let's go back to the Lotus Forest and see what all we can find out. Okay, so we're back here at the Lotus Forest, finally, and this flower will actually make this boulder pop out of nowhere. And there's the Cheshire Cat again to give us another riddle. Have you seen Alice? Alice, no. Shadows, yes. Where did they go? This way, that way? Doesn't matter? Left, right, up, down. All mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest to the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. So he's telling us to go to the Bazaar Room, and when we find the Bazaar Room, it'll actually be all upside down. Okay, we have some soldiers here to fight, but there's a new enemy amongst them. Ladies and gentlemen, this type of emblem Heartless is known as large bodies. They have a vast amount of experience points, and when they lose about 2/3 of their health, they'll go ape nuts and try to target you, and target your other party members to do some heavy damage. So if you once you see their attack pattern, make sure you get out of the way to make sure that they don't even try to kill you or whatever. And I mean, you can hit the large bodies when they're charging at you, when they're surrounded with the darkness around them to charge at you. You can hit them to deflect them, so that way they can be kind of confused for about a few seconds, and you can land some hits on them. Or if you have the guard ability, which you won't get until much later, then you should be able to guard against that attack, so that way it can be confused, for about that 5-10 second periods for you to land some hits. Okay, so, anyways, let's just get back focusing on what's going on here. And, of course, when I said later, we have chosen the power of the warrior, at the beginning there. So, like I said, this game has so many variables on how you can play this whole game, and it shows you how, big the replay value is if you want to, change the different scenarios on how you grow Sora throughout the whole game. And of course, anyways, we should be done fighting against the shadows here coming up. Well, not only the shadows, but the red nocturnes, the soldiers, and large bodies. What all we can find. Okay, now before we go to the deserted garden, or the Tea Party Garden, as that's what's going to be called, we actually need to move that boulder, because there is something special that we can obtain since we're inside this place. We move the boulder, and doing that will actually make these lily pads grow, and there is a spot to where we can go to a secret area. So let's go ahead and knock this over, and we'll eat the fruit, or eat the nut, rather, and then we will shrink back down, and we're going to climb up that way, so that way we can see what lies beyond that secret area. So we just need to jump on the lily pads here, and then we'll jump on top of the mushroom cap, and then we're over here finally. And what do you know, there is a Trinity mark right there, but we'll take care of that as soon as we take care of these enemies, and we'll see what it all holds. Now, you see those 6 little flowers there? We can't do anything about those just yet because we need the power of thunder to shock them, so there's nothing we can do right now. Okay, now that flower there wants a high potion, so let's give it a high potion and see what we can obtain. Okay, we get a mega potion and we get some MP balls. Nice! Okay, and like I said, we can't do anything about those just yet because we need to shock them. Let's obtain the rest of these MP balls. And let's get this Trinity mark. And what do we get? Why, we get a camping set and some more MP balls. Like, we didn't really need more of those anyway, since we got a lot of them from that flower there. So, yeah, that is the reward for that blue Trinity, or that Trinity jump. Yeah, the blue Trinities, the ability you use is called Trinity Jump. There's different ways on how you use the Trinities in this game, but I'll be explaining the others much, much later. Okay, here's some more red nocturnes that we can fight against. And Donald managed to level up, and he learned Berserk. Basically, when a character is low on health, his strength will dramatically increase a whole lot, so that way you can land some stronger hits on your enemies. Okay, we took care of these shadows. And, let's see. Can we go? Let's go inside the Tea Party Garden, finally. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, okay, I need to... you know what? We'll just put in a potion. Okay, let's go... what now? Oh, I forgot that, that the other two have some more items that they can use. So we'll just give Donald that Protectera chain, so that way he can feel more Protera. Oh, okay, Protera. That's what it is. All right, we're inside the Tea Party Garden that has both the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. And as you can tell from the movie, you know, Alice came to this Tea Party Garden where it had the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. And they, you know, were presented her kindly with, you know, tea and all that before they started going crazy, you know, in order to make her leave. And that's the thing with Wonderland, is that everybody is just really crazy. I would have really hate to see what the Jabberwocky would have been like if, you know, not Nintendo, but Disney continued to, you know, make more stuff that's related to Alice in Wonderland, because I'm pretty sure that the Jabberwocky would have been a really, really creepy thing for, you know, kids to experience in a Disney movie. Okay, let's see what else is in store. Oh, birthday cake. That's not going to be good. Basically, what this birthday cake does, it summons some Heartless to fight us. And we have some shadows and red nocturnes to fight against. And they're mostly small fries, so we can make a few extra experience points. So, but anyway, when enemies appear, that means that the Tea Party table will disappear and we'll have to come on back, because we need to get the other items that are presented to us when we sit at the different spots that are within the table. Okay, so let's head back to the Tea Party Garden, and let's sit on some of the other tables to see what they hold for us. What items that they give us, rather. Oh, they like to surprise us. Okay, we get another potion, which is not bad. Okay, so let's head another seat. Let's sit down right here. what do we get? Some more MP balls, and an ether that time. So, we can go back and we can give that ether to that one flower that wants one, since we now have another one with us. Okay, let's set on this table right here, or this chair right here. Let's see what all is in store for us, you know. Oh, we got some money, and we got another item, which is another potion, rather. Okay, we could definitely use some more money, so that's always good to be in the dough, which is everybody's dream, is it not? Okay, so let's sit on the last chair, and let's see what it all gives us. Oh my god, another another unmarried birthday cake. Okay, so we have a large body to fight against. Let's finish it off. Finish him! And we most certainly did. So that was the only enemy that came out of that. Okay, now let's go ahead and head back over to the Lotus Forest, so that way we can give that one flower the ether, and we can see what we can get out of it. Okay, let's head over here, and let's actually, let's go back to the menu, and let's stock one of the items back, and then we'll get the ether out. Oh, we actually had 2 ethers. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter, so... Alright, we got some HP balls for our trouble. But, like, we really need any right now, since we're already full on health. Yeah. I guess beggars can't be choosers, so I guess they're going to give us what it decides. Okay, we need to go inside this door, and that will lead us back to the bazaar room, but in a different angle. Yeah, we're upside down, and yeah, we're in the upside down room. They're hiding somewhere in the Momoras Altagrabe. Want to find the shadows? Try turning on the light. Okay, so the treasure cat is telling us that we need to turn on the light for the bazaar room. But since we're in here, we're going to be fighting some shadows and some soldiers here, so... Let's take care of these, this small fry, and then of course we're going to have some more small fry to fight against, since usually the enemies come in pairs, you know, determining on what is all within the room. Okay, so we have another large body here to give us trouble. And we have some more red nocturnes. Great! Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of these enemies, and then we'll finish up with this room by lighting the torches, so that way we can make the... we can bring in some light in this room, and that way some of the shadows can come back in. Or, not come back in, but can appear within the room, finally. Okay, let's take care of this last one. And then we'll have to climb up to the top of that chimney there from where we're at, and then we can jump onto the, the lamps or the torches, and we can light them. Okay. And the more enemies you defeat, sometimes they'll leave rare items, kind of like the blaze shard, and like with the shadows, they have the lucid shards and that kind of stuff. So yeah, take that initiative to get those rare items, because we're going to need to use them for synthesis much later on. But like I said, I'll be explaining that much later, so let's just focus on what's going on right now. Okay, so everybody is getting healed, and let's see what else we have. Okay, yeah, I think we're at a good spot right here. Okay. So, let's climb up here, and, let's jump on the lamps, or the torches, or lamps, or whatever. Okay, and that will make that flower pop up, and the treasure cat comes back again. It's too dim. Make it brighter. What next? One more lamp that you need to light. Well, thank you, Mr. Obvious, or Captain Obvious. Okay, so let's touch this lamp, and, the treasure cat comes back again. All the lights are on. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll rise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob, too. So, the doorknob is in trouble. So, we're going to have to go back into the bazaar room, but in the correct position. So, we need to open this hatch, and that will take us back to the Queen's Castle. And then we can use the Queen's Castle to go find where the doorknob is, and we can see where the shadows are coming from. First things first, though. There is a treasure chest right over here, and what does it give us? Okay, we got more Dalmatian puppies. Number 13, 14, and 15 have returned home. Okay. We can definitely get that. Okay, we're back here in the bazaar room, and we should be able to get back up there to see where the shadows are coming from. You'll have a better view from higher up. Okay. And we take a look at this flower, and it gives us some items and some HP balls. Mithril shard and a couple of potions. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and head up here finally, so that way we can see what it is that's coming out of the shadows. Okay, we need to talk to the Cheshire Cat, and he's going to tell us right now. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. If we're prepared for the worst? Oh my goodness, there is a Heartless among the shadows. So, yes, this is the Heartless that we have to go up against. And as you can guess, gamers, this is the next Emblem Heartless boss that we have to fight in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trickmaster, and he has a good amount of HP and some really good stats. And he has some pretty good amount of experience points too, but his attacks and his damage that we can take onto the character are pretty much the same as guard armor, so use that to your advantage. And the place that we actually need to attack is the Trickmaster's torso, so that way we can get him to trip and fall down, and we can land some hits on his head. That's the only way you're going to be able to do damage to this boss, by the way, because the legs are not that damageable. And not much else to say about this boss fight except, you know, what is going on right now. But after we defeat this boss, we should be able to get another accessory that we can equip onto our characters. And this boss can take a little bit of time, you know, since it's really high up. But if you follow the attack patterns of what I'm doing right now, then you should be able to get it to kneel down so you can land some more hits. And I would recommend using magic as well, but you have to do it from a higher place. And if you don't like jumping from where you're at, then you can at least jump up to the table, so that way you can try to jump up to the torso and do damage on it to knock it down if you didn't want to, you know, continuously jump. But if you want to get things done quickly enough, then you're going to have to continuously jump throughout this whole thing. Okay, so there we go. And Sora and Goofy leveled up again.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
So there was a keyhole inside the doorknob, and they wonder what happened, and it sounded like something closed overall. And what drops on the floor is a gummy piece. And that gummy ain't like the others. No, sir, as what Goofy said. So anyway, we're going to hold on to it. And it's a Navi gummy piece, or navigational gummy piece. And then the Cheshire Cat is going to come back to talk to us again. Splendid, you're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone, off with the shadows into darkness. No. Let's go back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world. We gotta go to a save point and return to our ship. Yeah, is what Donald and Goofy were saying. So yes, we have finally completed Wonderland in terms of story progression. So we can come back here to look for some of the other stuff that we missed out on, but I'll be doing that much later. And as you can tell, we did gain another ability for Sora, Vortex. Basically, we can swing our Keyblade around in a clockwise position or whatever to get some of the Heartless that are attacking us at a better range. So, yeah, if Heartless within the radius among us, you know, from the Keyblade swing, then we should be able to hit them. Okay, gamers, since we're done with Wonderland in terms of story progression, I think this is a good spot to where we can go ahead and we can wrap up this episode. So, anyway, gamers, next time on Double RPG's Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2, we are going to go to the next world to see what all we can accomplish. Anyway, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description, and if you like what you saw, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Anyway, gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. See you guys then.